Hi, K County. Sorry I can't be there. You guys are some of my favorite people. I just wanted to tell you, you know that I'm running for chairman of the party. I believe that it's time for me to step into this role. The Lord is in every decision involving this, and He is who guides me. And so, as my points, I have to make my faith my number one point because that's who I am. That is how I make my decision. In life, that is how I run my life, is through my faith. We need to stand up for the unborn. We need to stand against unrighteousness, and we need to walk in honor and respect towards each other. We draw the line at lying, cheating, stealing. But I think if we can make the party rules effective the same way for every person, we're going to overcome a lot of this divisiveness in the party. If we get away from rules for thee and not for me attitude, and it is the same across the board, I think that's going to affect a lot of what's going on. I'm well versed in conflict management. Back when I was a paralegal, the lawyer that I worked with had me talk to people before he would so that he could get a saner version of them. When I worked for Toyota and it was my job to turn over this, there was the largest store in the Midwest and I had to make them a new, they had a bad reputation. It was my job to change the face of the dealership. What I did, I remember in the interview, so I had like a lot of, we did like a school program. I did a lot of stuff with the businesses in town, did chamber events, did these new owners events every month. There were a lot of things we did, but one of the things I also had to do was deal with people that were upset. And I remember they came and said in my interview, "Well, how are you going to deal with them if they're upset about a brand new car they just spent all this money on?" And I said, "Well, if I can handle them right now in my job as a paralegal, I'm handling them looking at jail time and going through a divorce. I can handle them mad about a car." And I got the job, and I was always able to handle that well. I've done a lot of conflict management in my ministry as well. This is something God's gifted me in. And so the personality differences, I think, can be overcome. I do believe that a lot of this is just when we make it fair across the board, we're going to do away with a lot of problems. We do have a problem right now with the FEC fines. However, I've had many people tell me they're not giving to the party because they're not transparent. When I was the office manager of for 8 years of a church that also used QuickBooks, which is what the GOP also uses, uh, I was able to give the board members every month a balanced budget and a statement of what was going on with the money. And I also was able to back it up with credit card receipts and bank statements. So I know that's possible. It was not only the same program, but it was all on donations, just like the GOP. So I've always felt that it was hogwash, that we couldn't have transparency, and we will in my administration. We have got to make this a functioning party again. We need to have some training for some of the smaller counties. We need to give some parliamentary procedures to all of the counties. I've heard about some stuff that's happened in even some of the largest counties by people that have been in the party a long time that were completely against procedure. We have to get past that and get into what we're supposed to be doing and get into this is the way it's supposed to be. This is what our rules say. This is what Robert's rules says. And I think a lot of it is just information sharing. And so we need to have that available and to help each other and have this attitude of we need to help each other and grow our party. Um, you know, we can make this a functioning party again. We can make this a profitable party. And that way we're able to actually be the voice of reason. Our platform is what our values are. We have to draw the line on the platform. If we don't draw the line, who's going to? We must stand up for our values. We must protect the unborn. We must stand for righteousness. We must continue to stand behind everything Trump is doing right now. I haven't seen anything I disagree with. We need to make the R behind the Republican Party mean something, and that's going to start with our party and how we conduct ourselves. And so that is why I'm running. I look forward to whatever the Lord has in store. But I believe this party is on an up. We're going up. Going in a great direction. The Patriots are taking back the party, and that's what has to be done. We need fairness. We need righteousness. We need transparency. This is not money that was given to a business. This is to the Republican Party that is should be given to the Budget Committee, should answer to the State Committee, and these rules are not currently being followed and need to be followed. They will be in my administration. Um, anyway, so it's integrity, make us a functioning party, but of course, God always comes first. So that's what I plan to do with the party. You can always reach out to me if you have any questions. Charity, CHARITY, at okay, it's no, we'll do the charity.lynch, LINCH, at okgop.com. I look forward to hearing from you. You guys have a great night, and thanks for giving me a few minutes. We'll see you on May 3rd.